Controlling your expenses will have a huge effect in your life. I'm going to teach you what we do and we find very efficient. You will no longer ask yourself in the end of the month, where did the money go? You will know exactly where, how and why. With this, you will have the perfect perspective in what can be changed. We write down every day 100% of the things we spend in full detail. Date, which shop, what product, how much and what was the total of that day. Example, 8th of May, gasoline 35 euros, water and candy at Price Mart 7 euros 20 cents, cheeseburger at Big Burger Inc. 4 euros 50 cents, shirt at Suit Inc. 49.50 cents, total 96.20 cents. In the end of the month, we do the total accounts divided in sections like entertainment, eating out, rental, groceries, bills, transportation, etc. So we know where the weight is. That's how we can manage and change it. Let's say you eat 3 times a day, so 90 times in a month. But from those, 80 times are at home from your groceries, and 10 times are ordering food or eating out. But the monthly groceries cost only 500 euros. And the eating out or ordering food costs 400 euros. Doing the control in the end of the month, you will know that eating only 10 times out costs almost or sometimes even more than eating 80 times at home. So if you are in financial trouble, the plan here is to cut ordering food or going out for restaurants. This was just an example. Maybe your weekly beer, snacks and cigarettes cost more than your rental, and you're always late to pay it. You will only know if you control. So we recommend you use the same app we do, MoneyWise for Android, or find one for iOS or Windows that's similar. It provides you a pie graphic or a pizza graphic, I don't care how you call it, and shows your expenses divided in colors and sections, so you can see the size of the slice of your expenses. It shows you how heavy something is on your pocket. Some people struggle to pay the bills, but their weekend party passed their bills expenses, and they don't know. You will get so surprised of the things that are holding you down. Like the first month we started doing this process, we couldn't believe we had to recheck a couple of times actually. Even now with millions, we keep doing this, because that's exactly how you keep being rich. Knowing what to buy and when to buy. I can have 17 million euros in the bank account, but I won't buy a chewing gum for 20 euros. It's not that I don't have 20 euros, it's that I'm not stupid. We all heard of very poor people who won millions in the lottery, and in a year or two they were totally broke. So if the rich control the expenses, why aren't you? So we start today doing this. Stop with the bullshit of first of the month I start doing it. Or next Monday I started this process. Start now or stop watching my channel. There is no space for excuses in becoming rich. Assets and liabilities. This is very simple. Assets gives you money. Salary, commission, properties, investments, etc. Liabilities takes money. Shopping, rental, bank loan, cars, travel. Money in, money out. Basic math. You need to control it. And works the same for fat people to become fit, burn more calories than you eat, make more money than you expend. You think that assets and liabilities are just objects? Of course not. People are liabilities and assets too. Example, are you a man? You live with your girlfriend or wife. Does she work? No, she's a liability. Put that bitch to work. Are you a woman? Does your husband or boyfriend work? No, he's a liability. Kick him in the nut and find a real man. Do you have working age kids who barely studies? They are liabilities. Make their work or be good at something so in the future they can use this skill and get paid for. There is so many people under 18 or 21 that became rich. Why can't yours? Are they inferior to them? Prove to me they are not. Do you have an empty room at your house? If yes, why the hell? Rent it out, use as a home office, and open an online business or get a place with a space you truly use. If it's bigger, it costs more. Saving is the trick. Are you still young? Do you still live with your parents? Yes? So no rental, no groceries or bills. Go to work. Save up a lot as you barely have expenses, so you can invest soon and help out at home. The parents will be proud and you will know how good it feels to earn your own money and how hard it is. Maybe you start giving more value, but don't change great education for a crappy job. Have your priorities straight. Are you going to have a baby? Did you plan to? No? We are in the 21st century. Birth controls, surgeries, Plan B pills, IUD, and many other contraceptives are available. Are you stupid? Nobody has sex per accident. There is only lack of planning and prevention. Girls, don't wait for the guys to have a condom. Have yourself or start taking birth control pills even before you meet a guy. Babies are the ultimate liability. They eat, they sleep, they crap and they cry. Some of them for 35 years under your roof do these things. But some tiny portions of children become rich. From these tiny portions, only a smaller part help the parents out. But the huge majority are going to be an anchor in your both college success. But if you did plan to have a baby, make sure you have the money for it. Money and time for the baby is as basic as water and air for you. They are liabilities. If you don't have money for a baby, don't get one. You wouldn't buy a Ferrari with change in your pocket, so why have a baby, which is the price of 3 Ferraris in the long run? Have you noticed that poor people have 17 kids and rich have 1 or 2? That's called family planning. It's the ultimate savings. They know kids want cell phones, cars, shoes, vacation, and all of that while treating like shit sometimes. Do you spend your whole day in the office? If yes, does your car stay seated from 9 to 5 as well? If so, why not you buy a small truck and in the period that you are at work, somebody pick up the car and rent it out to moving company, construction crews, delivery of products. While you are seated at your job making your income, your car is working for you, like your employee. Don't you want that? You can also buy a nice classic car for the same price of a boring minivan of a housewife. But you will call so much attention with that machine that you can use the car for marketing purposes for companies. Drive around with sticker signs, logos, or keep it parked so people can read what the company is paying you to shop. You can rent for weddings, expos, car meetings, photo shoot, and many other options. So your liability car becomes an asset. I want you to pretend that you make less money than you actually do. Let's say you make 1,500 euros a month. I want you to trick your mind that you make 25% less. So apply the number now to your salary. So you base your life on this number. With time, your mind will go automatically to this amount. So you'll be saving money and sometimes even be surprised that you have forgotten about that extra cash. This money saved can be used in different ways. By the poor-minded, the mid-class-minded, or the rich-minded. Now let's discover which one are you. The poor-minded buy stuff. Usually they get their salary, some parts go to pay the bills, others to have fun in shopping. But poor-minded shop cheaper things, and when they decide to save up, it's only to buy things that cost more than they are used to. For example, they expand in t-shirt, earrings, shoes, etc. Then they start saving for some time and to spend in nice things, for cell phones, famous brand bags or a TV, always more expensive. Then they save again for longer period now. But the plan is to expand it in a vacation, a better car or rent a bigger apartment. So their plan is to save to expand. This, my friends, is what I call stupidity. These geniuses complain their entire lives. I have no money. Of course you don't have money, you moron. You're poor and you buy famous brands. You party like a millionaire. You don't open a business or try to invest. Of course you are poor and you will always be, unless you listen to me. The middle class minded They upgrade their lives little by little with bank loans for nicer cars and bigger homes, which they struggle to afford it. And this home they live in, they think is an asset, but it's actually a liability. And the rich-minded save to invest. They buy assets. They make a venture or a business idea come true. They buy properties which they don't live in and provide great income. They open franchises, invest in shares, stocks, commodities, coupon bonds, and do partnerships in deals. Use the example of Mike's success story video. I opened a bed and breakfast in my home. With the money we saved, I didn't expand. So for some time, no more hookers, gambling, and cocaine. Of course I'm kidding, I'm not stupid. So I saved enough till I find a decent investment to try to make even more money, which I did. The properties in South America before the World Cup. Even after having a lot of money, when the deal came through, I chose again to buy more assets. And again, and again, and again. That's why I'm driving these machines. That's why I'm living the dream. You can do it too if you do these 5 tips. Learn, stop whining, set a goal, plan the steps, and take your ass out of the couch.